Today we're unboxing Super Microcomputer, SMCI, the company that builds the muscle behind a lot of the world's data centers, cloud platforms, AI farms, and edge devices. It's the company that makes the racks that make the models that make your app kinda smart. Let's decode the headlines, the analyst notes, the valuation oddities, and why the stock's price chart looks a bit like a roller coaster designed by an engineer who enjoys drama. Who is SMCI, in real terms? Super Microcomputer Incorporated, designs and manufactures high-performance server and storage solutions for data centers, cloud computing, AI workloads and edge computing globally, from plug-and-play GPU racks to highly customized systems for hyperscalers and enterprises. In English, they build the literal computers other companies use to train large AI models and run big online services. If a large AI company is baking a 10 billion parameter cake, SMCI supplies the industrial ovens and the shipping containers that keep the batter from collapsing when the power blips. They aren't the celebrity chef, they're the people who make sure the oven reaches 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit and the cake doesn't explode. The price swing, 52-week high and low. SMCI's 52-week high is $66.44 and the low is $17.25, a swing that makes day traders dizzy and long-term holders slightly philosophical. Those levels capture the full drama of the last year, a moonshot rally during fierce AI demand, followed by profit-taking, margin worries, regulatory scares and the normal ebb of tech sentiment. The range shows the market's split personality. Huge enthusiasm 1 minute, sharp doubt the next. Imagine a roller coaster where the first half of the ride is, you will be rich, fireworks, and the second half is, did we put on the brakes? That's SMCI's 52-week ride in a nutshell. Analysts step in, Roth MKM and Bernstein/SOC Gen, and why $2.46s matter. Two relatively recent pieces of research landed in the same neighborhood on the same price target. Roth MKM reportedly initiated coverage with a hold rating and a $46 price target, and Bernstein, SOC Gen, initiated coverage at market perform with a $46 target as well. Those same $46 numbers act like a little market whisper. Analysts are saying, we see upside here, but not a blow-the-roof-off case. Sources reporting these notes include market research aggregators and news outlets summarizing the new coverage. Why that matters? When multiple analysts cluster around the same target, it becomes a frame for the market. Traders use it like a reference point for position sizing, investors use it as one input among many. A $46 target on a stock whose high was $66 and whose current trade is in the mid-$40s is essentially an "it's close to fair value" signal, not a red-hot buy, and not a "dump everything" scream either. Vivid example, if the market were a classroom, the analysts just handed in largely identical homework, not wrong, not inspiring, and now students, investors, check the grade before deciding whether to study more or nap. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me, or hit the subscribe button and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. Growth story versus cash conversion headaches. One of the recurring themes in analyst notes, and the press, is a sharp contrast. On one hand, SMCI has been one of the standout growth stories, impressive revenue growth, strong top-line momentum driven by AI infrastructure demand, and aggressive guidance at times that convinces some that the company is scaling rapidly. Bernstein's initiation note specifically praises the standout growth and the upside potential from AI adoption. On the other hand, cash conversion and margin dynamics are troubling. Gross margin compression, slower conversion of accounting earnings into cash, accruals and working capital movements, and the cash cycles of a hardware business make the company look more expensive once you factor in how much free cash it actually generates. Several recent write-ups have highlighted contracting margins and cash conversion issues that complicate the valuation picture. Translation: revenue is booming, but the cash isn't always following as cleanly as hoped, and that matters because investors buy cash power, not just headlines. It's like a lemonade stand that sells huge numbers of fancy drinks but lets customers buy now and pay later. The register shows a big number, but the cash box sometimes contains crumbs. If you're buying the stand, you want to know when the cash actually appears, not just the write-up on the whiteboard. Why hardware companies have odd-looking margins. Hardware makers, especially those building high-end GPU racks, have to manage component costs, supply chains, warranty claims, and inventory. When demand surges, they may pay premium prices to get GPUs and then accept slimmer margins to secure supply or to land a hyperscaler contract. Conversely, when demand cools, inventory can turn into a liability. That dynamic is part of the cash conversion headache. Inventories, receivable terms with big customers, and supplier prepayments can inflate revenue but create choppy operating cash flow. Analysts are emphasizing for SMCI, the growth trajectory is real, but so are the structural costs that can make profitability and free cash conversion a roller coaster. Vivid example: imagine buying GPUs at Amazon Prime speed and then having to lease them to customers who pay on a 90-day tab. Your truck is full, but the bank account is not as full as the truck. SMCI as one of the 10 AI stocks making headlines this week. SMCI has been singled out by several market roundups as one of the AI stocks getting attention, partly because of shipments of NVIDIA Blackwell systems, partnerships, and the broader AI infrastructure story. Being on a top AI stocks making headlines list signals that SMCI is part of the conversation, and headlines can move sentiment and short-term flows even when fundamentals are mixed. Being on that list is like getting your bakery mentioned in a food blog roundup. Suddenly you get a line of people outside, and even if your croissants are only average, traffic and revenue spikes. Putting the Roth MKM/Bernstein signals into investor language. Both Roth MKM and Bernstein landing near $46 suggests a consensus view from parts of the street: growth is real, but valuation is tethered to margin and cash conversion realism. It's a wait-for-proof stance. Investors should interpret these notes as confirmation that SMCI's growth story is recognized by professional analysts. That's a positive for narrative and flow. Caution that the story is not yet a clean value play because of cash conversion/margin risk, which explains the hold/market perform stance rather than a buy. Note this as well. And he shewed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of God and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him, and they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord God giveth them light, and they shall reign for ever and ever. And he said unto me, These sayings are faithful and true, and the Lord God of the holy prophets sent his angel to shew unto his servants the things which must shortly be done. Revelation 22 verses 1-6. Fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven, and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. Revelation 14 verse 7. I appeal to you to fear God and obey his law. For his commandments are sure and his word everlasting. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful information. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Wait, watch and pray. See you in the next video according to God's will.